Let's bring in William Davison, who is a senior analyst on Ethiopia from the International Crisis Group. He joins me live now from London. William, I'd like to get your reaction first to this report. Are you surprised by what's in it or not surprised?
Not at all surprised. These findings essentially reiterate those of the media, other international human rights entities, Amnesty, and Human Rights Watch. But it is a very limited investigation at this stage. They've only really looked into 3 major incidents. And I think importantly, the UN experts have concluded that the restrictions on aid and services to Tigray amount to an illegal use of starvation as a weapon of war here.
Now that this report has come out, do you think it will make any difference, or is this the reality for as long as the fighting continues?
Depends what you mean, make a difference. I mean, I think, unfortunately, the this sort of international procedure actually changing the events on the ground, changing the positions of the commanders and leaders is highly unlikely. Of course, in theory, this is the beginnings of a process of an international process of accountability for those responsible for these crimes. So could it lead to some shift in the calculations because of that? That's possible, but with the momentum to war just increasing every day, really, it's very unlikely to impact that in the short term.
What are the risks for the civilian population as this conflict continues and escalates and spreads beyond Tigray to other parts of the country and possibly even beyond its borders?
They're the same risks that the civilians have suffered so far. There have been direct attacks on civilians, killings, and sexual violence in Tigray and outside because of the restrictions placed upon Tigray. Obviously, there's been very serious attendant humanitarian consequences for millions of people. So obviously, if the conflict continues to escalate and spreads further, then civilians elsewhere will face similar hardship.
All right, we'll leave it there. William Davison joining us from London. William, thank you for your time.